nějakou rovinečku. Vedráni. Opařit to taky.
Já tě říkal, že bude dobrovolná.
Jo?
Tak.
To kecal.
Nedělám.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.
And welcome everyone. A lovely afternoon from Hoofddorp in the Netherlands, from the commentators booth here for the 6th live stream of this Super 6 competition, baseball and softball, the inaugural year 2018. My name is Salmer Novotny, and this is a Playo.tv presentation in English language of the third game of the day between the Czech Republic and Greece. Designated home team Czech Republic. You watch Veronika Pecková, their star pitcher, who not only pitched a win against Italy yesterday, but also helped her team out in the morning win against Russia. Another one-run game for the Czechs. They have 2 wins and looking very determined to seize the 3rd W of the tournament. Now, new pitcher on the mound, or in the circle for the Czechs. It's Martina Bláhová. Hurling towards Liška Tomsnová behind the dish. Adela Weissová at first base. Second baseman Tereza Jakešová returning from yesterday. A shortstop, new name, Tereza Kubicová. We only watched her as the designated player. Veronika Klimpová moves back to 3rd base. And then some movement in the outfield. The 3 ladies are the same, but their positions have switched up. Juliet Soufalova now left fielder, Lucia Halakutsová the center fielder, and Aneta Prokopenková in right field. Thumbs up the Czech defense, which will face Team Greece. It's the 2nd game in the tournament for the ladies in blue and white. They lost to Great Britain 7-4 yesterday. This is Eleni Spirakis, leadoff batter for Team Greece. Sporting that bow tie. Here's Martina Bláhová with the first pitch in this tournament, and it's a ball. Now, Eleni Spirakis had one successful hit in that game against GB as this rise ball misses upstairs for ball number 2. And in 3 plate appearances, she had 1 hit, made it 4 actually, got hit by pitch once, base on balls. So her on-base percentage is .750. And with the highest average among the Greek lineup. She takes that 4th pitch, and it's finally a strike for Bláhová. Her home club tempo. She has been one of the main pitchers of this club this year. As she pitched 7 wins, 6 losses. Overall, 80 innings pitched, 80 and a third. Opponent's batting average 259, so gave up only 1 home run throughout the whole tournament. You can probably hear as you watch Eleni Spirakis reach first on base on balls. You can probably hear that, as I promised, or as promised in the forecast earlier, the winds are picking up, and we're expecting even stronger gusts than yesterday. As Alexis Bezos, the center fielder, now faces Bláhová. So far, Bláhová struggling to find a strike zone. Now, to prove me wrong, perfect strike. Drove through the zone on this pitch. And now fouled out of play. Oh, spoiled by Bezos. That one drops in the dirt. Eliška Thompsonová with the pickup. And actively approaching the runner on first. The 20-year-old Spirakis. Alexis Bezos, also 20-year-old player, and this one rolls towards Blahova. She's the one who picks it up. The throw is late and off target. Bezos safely in first, and Spirakis moves to third. So once again, poor start for the Czechs today. So with nobody out, the Greeks now have runners on the corners, and at that, Brianna Nikeza had one hit in that game against GB yesterday as well. This one catches the outside corner for strike number 1. We'll take another look. Here's Bezos's hit, and it was Blahova who ended up fielding that ball. However, it took too long for the Czech defense before they could crawl that ball. Here's Tony Foti, head coach of Team Greece, a famous softball persona, associated also with Canadian junior women's team previously, or San Marino Titans. He's not only coaching these girls but also mentoring them. A familiar sight, Czech defense taking a conference early on in the first inning to recuperate. Of course, it's a great way for defense to try and stop the opponents so they don't roll over them right off the bat like an avalanche. Swing and a miss by Nikeza. And Bezos staying in first base. See if the Greeks try and pull off something tricky here, but runners on the corners, they have many options. They set up outside, and Nikeza just spoils it for strike number 2. 0-2 the count. First and third loaded for the Greeks. Rise ball, and the runner goes. The throw is in time, so the Czechs will get the out. But in the meantime, Lenny Spirakis steals home. So Greeks take the lead early. They draw first blood and are up 1-0 with one away. And the bases are now clear for Czech defense. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like that, 2 balls. 2-2. Balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. And Brianna Nikeza hits the ball up in the air, and it will be caught by Lucia Hakutseva in the diving catch. You see her visor and sunglasses flying off in that attempt, and that's a boost of or not sunglasses, but just regular glasses, flying off as she boosts. A good mood for the Czechs with this diving stop. And they slow rolling more towards Teresa Kubicova, and the throw across the diamond is in time. Now, don't be fooled by her height. It's around 5'4". That throw was right on the money. So the Czechs trailing 1-0, something they have been used to. And heading into the bottom of the first, they will need to face this woman who's setting up in the circle, and that's Chelsea Runyon. They're adjusting the strap on the visor. Catching with number 5 is Nicolette Papavisalou. First baseman Maria Zepeda. Second baseman Samantha Lysikatos. Third baseman Anissa Iliopoulos. Shortstop Eleni Spirakis. And outfielders from the left, Brianna Nikasa, Alexis Bezos, and Dora Scargiani. Veronika Klimplova will lead off for the Czechs as usual. We saw her struggle a bit against Italy. Her average now down to 250, but the stats are only after day 1, so day 1 stats would be 250, but some issues against the Russians as well. Here's Nicolette Papavisalou, the catcher, still in high school in California, from California Cruisers. She is committed to Daytona Flyers after her graduation in 2019, so heading to Ohio. Nicolette Papavisalou. Chelsea Runyon starting off with a strike. That's Alisa Iliopoulos, the third baseman. Ready for Klimplova. The corners are drawn in as Klimplova usually uses. And a collision in outfield between Nick Cases and Bezos. A miscommunication between the two as Klimplova looped that hit over the infield that was drawn in, and it was dropping somewhere between the left and center fielders. We'll take another look. And it was Bezos who attempted to make the catch in the end, but Brian Anikeza adds Alexis Bezos here, so hopefully nobody got hurt in that collision. Klimplova in second, and here's Teresa Yakisheva. So a runner in scoring position. Yakisheva lays down a bunt, and it's the third baseman Iliopoulos picking up, but nobody covering first base as Lysikatos got distracted and moved towards second base instead of first after that bunt. So Yakisheva safely on first. Runners on the corners and nobody away. Teresa Kubicova at bat. And so the first pitch towards the third baseman, and they tried home, but the slide avoids the tag. Klimplova ties the game. So Iliopoulos opted for the out at home plate, and it looked like they would get the runner, but Klimplova just went directly for the plate and slid into it before the tag was applied by Papavisalou. So runners on the corner, runners on second and first, and nobody away. A tie game now. Lucia Halakutsova already has a triple today. Now here's Kubicova with that ground ball towards third base, and you see Papaveselou missing that tag or just applying it a bit too late. So Halakutseva with the triple against the Russians now hits it once again towards the third base. The throw to first is in time, so runners will advance the base and 60 feet closer to scoring another run as Halakutseva trots back towards the dugout. Yakisheva and Kubicova in scoring position for Adela Vaisova, the first baseman. Missed out on a game against Russia, still hitless, but has an RBI. And a run. In that one game against Italy. Here's Chelsea Runyon with the 1-0 delivery to Vaisova. Down the middle. It's strike number 1. So Adela Vaisova here hits it up in the air. Alexis Bezos under it and makes the catch. The runner tags up. It's Yakisheva. Both runners advance the base. So sacrifice fly for Vaisova, and the Czechs take the lead. 2-1 for Czech Republic. Here's Alexis Bezos once again in action. There's another look. She had to go way back towards the fence, and then he attempt to throw towards home, but no chance to catch either of the runners. Kubicova now on third, and 1 away. Alishka Tomsnova average is 500 and hits it in the gap towards bases once again. She fields that ground ball, but Kubicova will score another run. Make that 3-1 for Czech Republic as Tomsnova delivers. Ripped up the middle, and they will take advantage of that temporary runner rule. So Adela Vaisova heading towards first base as Tomsnova can go get ready. And here's Yulia Tsofalova, also with an important at-bat in the game against Russia earlier today. Swing and a miss. Perfect pitch by Chelsea Runyon. Hit by Tsofalova, lined towards the shortstop Spirakis, and that ends the inning. After one frame, the Czechs are up 3-1.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.
Welcome back to Hoofddorp in the Netherlands for second inning action of this game between Czech Republic and Greece. Now we've witnessed, already seen 4 runs in this game. 3 on the Czech side and only 1 for the Greeks. As Martina Blahova has warmed up for another inning of action. Number 18. Sorry, 16. To be honest, I've looked in all of the online databases as well as the official lineup. But, there is no player with number 18 in it, as this is drilled down first baseline. I believe Demi Patonis is usually rocking that number 18 in the Greek national team. Here's Patrick Royce, the home plate umpire for this game, assisted by Sabrina Fabrizi at first and Bob Kiskins at third. Here's Blahova with the delivery. The rise ball gets her a foul tip. Oh, a strikeout for Blahova. Here's Dora Scorgiani, the right fielder. So a few changes in the Greek batting order. And as the official scorekeeper systems are undergoing some problems, a hit up the middle, and will roll towards Halakutseva, and Scorgiani reaches first on that nice hit. Here's Chelsea Runyon, the pitcher, with a runner on first. Rolls away from Tomsnova as she was maybe too eager to try and catch Scorgiani off guard. Blahova gets the out herself after this pop-up by Runyon. So 2 away and a runner on first. Here's Katharina, no, it's Anissa Eliopoulos. Say Eliopoulos. Studies at Rutgers University. '20-year-old hits it towards the third baseman Klimplova, and a throw right on target. So a smile on Adela Vaiseva's face as she runs back towards Tomáš Kusí. Very quick pep talk. Here's the throw to the Czech first baseman. Now here's Chelsea Runyon warming up. Helping out is Catherine Karamuzis. Now as the afternoon progresses and the home team Netherlands game is approaching, more fans here in the stands. Probably won't expect a full house until at least Friday, but the game against Italy is coming up tonight, and that'll be an interesting one. Definitely a big battle is expected, because only the top two teams will get a chance on Saturday to win that first place to play in the final. Now Aneta Prokopenkova leads off for the Czechs in the second inning. On deck is Sabina Borecka, the designated player. Who's been doing pretty well in this tournament at bat. So the Runyon, and even though it was away, low and away from Prokopenkova, she surprised everyone, I believe, by putting a bat on that pitch and sends a slow rolling hit towards the second baseman Lysikatos. Here's another look at that, and the throw was not in time, and then again Maria Zepeda couldn't reach that ball anyway, and that is foul by Borecka. So Prokopenkova on first, Borecka at bat with a strike following this. Foul ball. Here's Monty Van Brunt coaching at third base, the offensive coordinator for the Czechs. Now helping him out at first in the first base coach's box here on your right hand side of your screen is Lida Kucherkova. It's not Wojciech Albrecht as usually. Lida is of course an experienced player and also coached her team Kotlaska during the time when she was injured. So she does have experience. Sabrina Borecka lays down a bunt, and it's a push bunt towards the second baseman to throw off her bunt. Not in time either. So both Czech players reach on a slowly hit ball towards the second baseman. Here's another look, and Borecka just perfectly executed, and you see Lysikatos hustling, but there was really nothing that she could have done better in that play. Just a perfect hit by Borecka. Here's Veronika Klimplova from the top of the lineup, also attempting a bunt. Now, see how she started laughing because Coach Kusí trying to cheer her up. Now everybody drawn in. I'll remember in her first time up, she hit over the infield, and this time it happens again, and that will score a run as there is no play at home on that throw. Klimplova finds the hole between the first baseman Zepeda and the second baseman Listikatos, and gets a ribby. So 1 RBI single for Klimplova, and the Czechs all of a sudden have runners under corners once again with nobody out. And here's Teresa Yakashova. Czechs 4-1 ahead of the Greeks. That misses outside. Hopefully that wind is not an annoying noise for you guys at home watching this broadcast. This hits the ground, but great block by Papavisalu. Klimplova, great reaction, takes second, and now both runners in scoring position for Yakashova. Four to 1 for the Czechs. This looked like a perfect ball to hit for Yakashova. Just missed it. 2 balls and a strike. Under the dirt once again. Chelsea Runyon now struggling a bit. The 3-1 pitch coming up, and it's way up in the air. Runner will advance a base as it drops right in front of Brianna Nikesa. Run number 5, and Yakashova sitting safely in second, and that will be it for Chelsea Runyon, I believe, as Tony Foti approaches the circle and is in field. Here's Zaborecka crossing the plate for run number 5. Here's Patrick Royce. Now, all these fans also try to cover up from the gusting winds, and they do so mainly by going into these tents, or more like hangars that are spread around the facilities here, and the venue is ready for bad weather, as you would expect from Dutch organization. Provides a chance to cover from the wind, or possibly the rain, which we're expecting on Friday. Here with that huge smile on the face, wearing number 10, the second from the right in that picture. Here's Monty Van Brunt discussing with Klimplova, who's running on third, and here's Kubitsova eagerly awaiting what's about to happen here, discussing with Hela Kutsova, who the Greeks will put. So Chelsea Listikatos, the 24-year-old, plays at University of North Carolina in Charlotte. Engaged to a fellow alumni and offensive lineman, Casey Perry. couple of changes on defense for the Greeks. Main one being Chelsea Lysikatos in, and it's Eleni Spirakis who will move to shortstop. Actually, will stay at shortstop. Chelsea Runyon. Okay, Chelsea Runyon remains in the circle, and Lysikatos in. See if that changes the course of the game, which starting with pretty much the bottom of the first, but definitely here in the second it's been more or less one-sided. Runyon struggling a bit more, so that little break didn't help her too much. There's Kubitsova. Just takes pitch after pitch, and it's ball number 3, I believe. So 3 balls, no strikes. That's the count on Kubitsova. And another one out of the zone. Bases are loaded. Whom else would you like to come up with bases loaded than Lucia Halakutseva with that Grand Slam home run against professional team from the United States, USSSA Pride, back in April in Prague during the NPF tour around Europe. Chelsea Runyon starting low. So nobody away and bases loaded. Czechs are ahead 5-1, and Halakutseva takes the second pitch. Didn't feel confident enough that it would be a good hit off of that one, so lays off it and patiently awaits her pitch. Now this time hits towards the third baseman. They will force out at home. The throw to first is late, so Klimplova forced out at home, but Halakutseva reaches first. They beat the double play, and just what Greek defense needed. A little boost of hope. Here's another look. Just hit towards the third baseman, Eliopoulos. Adela Vaisova, the first baseman, already with 1 strike. Now, after that, outside corner was caught by that pitch, and a foul tip called. 54 miles per hour on that curveball by Chelsea Runyon. 0-2 count on Vaisova. A strikeout, and that will score a run for Czechs. Adela Vaisova is out, but I believe it's her second strikeout with an RBI in this tournament. The similar situation yesterday against Italy. We're now with an RBI, but with a runner advancing. So 6-1 for the Czechs. Runners in scoring position on third and second. So Kubitsova and Halakutseva, and at bat is Eliška Tomsnova. The catcher. Down in the dirt. Great block by Papavisalu. And down the dirt again, so Chelsea Runyon really struggling in this inning. Czechs already 7 hits off Runyon, and just the tip of the bat gets it. Tomsnova late. First a throw in time by Nissa Iliopoulos. So that's it for inning number 2. The Czechs add another 3 runs and make it a 5-run game. The score is 6-1 as we're headed into the 3rd inning.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.
Welcome back. 6-1 is the score in the game between the Czech Republic and Greece on day 2 of the Super 6 baseball and softball tournament, which has been together joined these 2 sports that will appear in the Olympic Games in 2 years' time, in less than 2 years, in Tokyo 2020. We will observe these sports returning to the spotlight and the biggest showcase of sport in the world. Here are a few highlights, and now Martina Blahova starts off the 3rd inning with a strike on Samantha Lysikatos, the younger sister, 22-year-old from Cold Spring, New York. And that rise ball set foul out of play. I don't think Lysikatos was even attempting to bunt that ball down, but she put the bat exactly where that ball rised up. Now rolling towards third baseman Klimpolab, fields it in the foul territory. A strikeout ends Lysikatos' plate appearance. That brings up Eleni Spirakis for the 2nd time in this game. She walked her first time up, but since then Blahova has been on fire and That misses on the inside. Ball number 1. Hit towards the second baseman, Yakisheva, backhand fields it, and Vaiseva there, reaching for the sky, grabs the ball off the air and retires. Spirakis for out number 2. That'll bring up Alexis Bezos, the center fielder. She singled to Blahova in the first inning. Swings at the first pitch. There's Greek number 4. Drop ball out of the zone. Bezos doesn't take the bait and gets the count even, 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes. You see the umpire signaling as well. That's down in the dirt. And spoiled once again, fall out of play. Alexis Bezos hanging on. Here's Blahova, go outside once again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That was 50 mile per hour. Pitch by Blahova. To slow things down a bit, just playing with the speed. Bezos working the zone as well. She spoils every pitch that's near the strike zone. We'll see if she's able to capitalize on this long at bat. She's able to reach a base, and she does on a base on balls. Bezos reaches first once again. And here's the third baseman now, Chelsea Lysikatos. The rise ball misses upstairs. Ball number 1. Two-way and runner on first. Blahova fires this one through the zone for strike number 1. Popped up, and nobody gets it. Actually, a foul ball called as Blahova and Klimplova miscommunicated, but luckily none of them actually touched the ball before it landed in the fair zone, but bounced out of it before the first contact with the fielder. So a foul ball. And a 1-2 pitch. This time caught on the run by Yulia Tsufel, left field line. So nice running catch by the Czech left fielder ends this half inning, and the Czechs will head back to offense. They added 3 runs in both of their offensive half innings in this game. See if they can add another 3. He's taking a look at that last play when Tsufalova made that catch. And still Chelsea Runyon staying in the circle. Trying to work her magic in here, and a fairly good mood, like usually. Here's Monty Van Brunten. A bit of dancing in the Czech dugout as Lida Kucherkova runs towards the coach's box for 3rd inning action here in Hoofddorp. Here the teammates of Yulia Tsufalova cheering for as she doesn't get fooled by the soft-speed pitch. Lays off it. Hit and the gap between left fielder and the center fielder. Tsufalova heading for second, and she will be tagged. It was pretty gutsy base running by the young left fielder. So following a nice hit into left center field, you see Sam Lysikatis make the throw, and then Tsufalova trying to avoid the tag, but no chance against Denisa Iliopoulos. Just tagged her. Oh, a nice study of umpire's movement, and here's Aneta Prokopenkova swinging at the first pitch. Remember, she is a lefty and capable of playing a short game as well, just like powerful hitter. So a very versatile player. Prokopenkova lays down a bunt towards Chelsea Runyon. She fields the ball, and the throw is in time to retire. The right fielder of the Czech team. So a bit unlucky for Prokopenkova with the placement, because it was right at Runyon's feet, who is now in a much more positive mood as Boretska swings on, misses at this one. Here's another look at Prokopenkova's bunt, and you see it was right at the pitcher. So routine play for Chelsea. Now the 0-1 pitch to Boretska. The raw ball is lined towards Eleni Spirakis, the shortstop, and a quick 3rd inning is over, and we have 4 more to come.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.
It's day 2 of Super 6. The sun is up, but you see people wearing jackets anyway because of strong winds. Here is Yulia Tsufalova making the catch on the run. Chelsea Lusicados, that was top of the 3rd. And then bottom of the 4th, Tsufalova with that single. Attacked by second base. Here's Tony Odi cheering up for Maria Zepeda. Hit way behind the Czech outfielders. Halakutseva hustling towards the fence. The throw to third will be in time, but the tag couldn't have been applied before the slide as it was a bit off target. A triple to lead things off in the 4th inning for the Greeks, and see, she just drilled that rise ball all the way to the fence. And then the throw a bit off target, so tagged by Klimplova. Came too late. Outside, pitch down in the dirt. Blocked by Tumsnova. And this one will score a run for the Greeks, run number 2. That ball got away from Halakutseva. The Greeks back in this game, make it a 4-run game, 6-2. Here's the Czech center fielder. Take another look at that ball. You see it dropping out of her glove as probably closed it with her hand too early. Only speculating what happened there. Either way, a run scored for the Greeks, 6-2, and a runner on first. Dora Scorgiani. Pops it up and to shallow center field where it's caught by Halakutseva. Runner will stay put. That's Maria Zepeda. That brings up Chelsea Runyon, the pitcher. Swing and a miss by Runyon. Here's Bob Eastkins looking very focused. Pick-off attempt at first, but Zepeda not buying it and returns to first in time. Fouled out of play by Chelsea Runyon. Swing and a miss, and out for the Czechs. So 1 away. Let's start making that 2 away. After that strikeout and previously the catcher Papavisalu flied out to Halakutseva, the center fielder. Anissa Iliopoulos, the second baseman, takes this one. For strike number 1, so the count now even, 1-1 on Anissa. An off-speed pitch, lands in the zone. Her brother Chris plays ball for Truman State University in Missouri as she hits it past Yakasheva Prokopenkova. Initially considered a throw to home plate, but it was unnecessary as Zepeda wasn't going to advance any further. Stays on second, and Iliopoulos in first. That brings up Sam Lysikatos. Swings at pitch, well, at her eye level. Of course, the goal was to put the ball in play. Let the runners do the rest. This one drops in the dirt. A pickoff attempt at second, and it's a close one. Yakasheva positioned well. Zepeda returning to second in time. Head towards Klimplova, fielded in fair territory, but the runner is called safe. The batter runner is called safe as Vaisova was off base. So bases loaded for the Greeks, and that means the tying run is at the plate. We'll take another look as Vaisova was trying to step on the bag, just sort of lost a sense of where she was in respect of first base. And Lysikatos able to step on the bag in time. Klimplova with the throw, and that will end the inning. So 3 runners left stranded on the bases, and they might prove costly later on in the game for the Greeks, who have come on the board once again. 6-2 the score now, halfway through the game. As you watch on the screen behind the ladies, their baseball game is in place. And the Czechs are trailing in the 5th inning, 9-3 against Spain. new pitcher for Team Greece. It's number 8, Lauren Stavru, of the veteran players on this Greek lineup. Most of the players are around 20, 22 years old, so a fairly young squad for Tony Foti. All the substitutions probably safe with the home plate umpire now, so we can proceed with the game. Veronika Klimplova once again leading off for the Czechs. It's the first batter. Their batting order has been in all 3 games, and usually it's her role, the teams she plays for. So Lauren Stavru, 53 miles per hour. On this pitch, so roughly 85 kilometers. So things slow down a bit for the Czech batters. You watch Nicolet Papavislou. 3 balls and a strike. Klimplova smart enough to not swing at the first pitches of a new pitcher, and a ball 4 will send her towards first base. So Klimplova reaches on a base on balls, and Teresa Yakishova now at bat. Lays down a bunt, and Lauren Stavru fields it herself, throws it to Cepeda. Klimplova advances to second. So sacrifice bunt by Yakishova moves Klimplova into scoring position, and Kubitsova's task now pretty clear. Try and bring the run in, as just wiping probably some dirt out of her eyes. Maybe the wind. Maybe the wind didn't help. Here's another look at Yakisheva's bunt, and then Klimplova. So looking back at first, checking whether Greek players will make an error that could allow her to move further closer to home plate. And Kubitsova, that ball hits her in the ankle, or maybe somewhere around her shin. But tough girl Kubitsova, able to just walk it off. and steps back into the box. Two balls to strike and hit up in the air towards left field, where it's caught by Samantha Lissikatos, and a quick throw towards second. Great play by the Greek left fielder, but Klimplova read that ball well and returned to second, so no chance of a double play there. 2 away, and Lucia Halakutseva at bat. Down in the dirt, grabbed by Papavisilou. That misses inside. Oh, great hitters count for Halakutseva. Way up in the air, skied towards left field, and Samantha Lissikatos once again with a catch in left field and saves the day for the Greeks. 6-2 after 4 innings of play. An interesting game developing here in Hoofddorp.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.
Martina Blahova, starting pitcher in this game for the Czechs, still in the circle as she has successfully been working this Greek lineup. Facing her as the leadoff batter in the top of the 5th inning is Alexis Basis. Catches the outside corner. Strike number 2. 1-2, that's the count on Bezos. Ball with the delivery, hit towards second baseman Yakisheva, and an easy play for this mainly Yoder's infield. 3 players in the lineup, and overall out of the 9 players wearing that blue jersey with red and white parts, 5 of them are Yoder's players. And it goes to show how good the program is in that club. So here's Blahova, and the hit towards left field. Klimplova with great reaction, leaping attempt, and the ball lands all the way in the corner where Sofalova turns it back towards the circle for Blahova. Chelsea Lysicatos. With another foul ball, so no, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one gets away from Tomsnavab. Since there are no base runners anyway, no need to hurry and no commotion there on the Czech side. Blahová once again, a rise ball misses outside and up. And that one strikes Chelsea Lysicatos out. Caught lower part of the zone. They looked confident that it was a ball, starting jogging towards first. Not successfully. Here is Eftimia Marianakis. That confusion from before was due to the fact that Team Greece had wrong number of jerseys put in their official lineup card. And, still in the official scores app, in the play-by-play, the jerseys are with different numbers than we see on the field. But Marianakis now hitting that towards left field. Here's Wojciech Albrecht, just like we know him most of the time, using his detailed notes. Way up in the zone, it's popped up and it will drop somewhere between Kubitsova and Halakutsova for a single. So a hit, a base hit by Marianakis. That loop. And here's another look. So out of the reach of both of the Czech fielders. Now a pinch runner replacing Marianakis. I believe it's Thurani Zavitsanu. Thurani Zavitsanu, who is 24 years old. Try to get something going here in the fifth. 4 degrees, fifth inning rally would be much appreciated by Team Hellas. And it's hit way up in the air and over the head of Prokopenkova. So a triple will score 1 run for the Greeks, and it's now a 3-run game, 6-3 after a stand-up triple by Maria Zepeda. Here's another look. Zepeda just swung at that one with no remorse. That'll be it for Blahová. New pitcher coming up is Veronika Buryanova. We saw her earlier today against the Russians as she started that game. Unlucky start, as in the first inning, Czechs were on the receiving side of a 3-run rally early in the game, unlike in this one where they scored 3 runs in the first inning themselves. Buryanova will try to put a stop to this developing rally by the Greeks, who have now, with nobody out, a runner on third. There she is, Maria Zepeda. Here's Teresa Yakashova, the second baseman. And the first batter to face. Veronika Buryanova is Dora Scorgiani. Rise ball misses above the zone. So Veronika Buryanova starting off not so well. Rise ball misses zone. 3 balls, no strikes. On the middle, no way the batter was going to swing at that one. That one misses low, so ball 4 and a walk. Runners on the corners, nobody out. That brings up Katerina Panos, the right fielder. And a pinch runner. Very interesting. Not a common phenomenon at this level, sharing a helmet. Runners.
You can do it, Cat! Come on, Cat!
Katerina Panos taking that pitch for strike number 1. So 2 strikes out of 7 total pitches for Buryanova.
Oh yeah!
Fouled out of play.
Nice rip!
Looks like Veronika is catching rhythm, trying to
You can do it, Cat!
get in the game. It's of course always a bit harder when you enter a game that has already been developing. Klimplova on the run makes the play at first, and ends this half inning, in which the Greeks added another run on the scoreboard. 6-3 for the Czechs now. As they are the home team, they still have the bottom of the fifth to respond to this situation. Now in just about an hour or 65 minutes, next game is scheduled to start between the Netherlands and Italy. I definitely want to stick around for that one. And here's that triple that ended Blahova's outing in this game. And last play of the inning by Klimplova made it look a bit easier than it really was. It was rushing for home plate as this ball is rolling towards the third baseman, Lysikatos, who makes the play first, with Zepeda for the first out of the bottom half of the fifth inning for Team Greece. Alishka Tomsnova now at bat. Lauren Stavru. Now 2 balls and no strike on Alishka Tomsnova, Czech catcher. They go inside and miss once again. So highly unlikely that Tomsnova would swing at the next pitch. It is in the zone, so 3-1 and a great hitter's count. Head towards second base, and Anissa Eliopoulos has everything under control, so quick 2 outs for the Greeks, and Julia Tsufalova now at bat for the Czechs. See how she handles the slower pitching, and the ball hit towards Chelsea Lysikatos. A diving attempt by the Greek third baseman, but ball lands foul anyway. So Falaba now ready for the second pitch. Stavru puts it in the air, and it is slicing away from right fielder, and well, so Falaba stay a lot of trouble getting the ball inside to the infield by Katerina Penos, right fielder. Greece. Here's another look. That ball is hit over her head, and then she was trying to make that play together with second baseman Iliopoulos. So no chance. And here's Prokopenkova with the ball towards the shortstop. That slap hit to Eleni Spirakis is grounded by aforementioned Greek player. 6-3 for the Czechs after 5 complete innings.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.
Welcome back. It's the 6th inning of this 6th game of Super 6 softball part of a joint tournament organized by WBSC Europe in cooperation of the European Softball Federation and Confederation of European Baseball. Associations, as we watch some of the highlights, including the triple, brought the third run in for Team Greece. Veronika Buryanova, who replaced Blahova in 5th. Switching to Lisa Iliopoulos. That misses low for ball number 2. 2 balls and a strike. Count on Buryanova. This time hit the zone perfectly. Tomsova held it around the frame for a little while just to make sure that Patrick Royce gets the call right. And Rice ball with the Ichigo. The answer by Sabrina Fabrizi is no, she did not. And this time hit towards Buryanova. An easy play for the Czech pitcher. Anissa Iliopoulos retired after a long at bat. And that brings up the last batter in the batting order for the Greeks, Samantha Lysikatos. That off-speed pitch, change up. Just lands in the dirt. Samantha Lisicado's not taking that bait. That misses outside. Two balls and a strike. And one away. That's the count. Popped up in the air over the head of Kubicova, but out of reach of Tsofova. So Litsikatos reaches after that. Nice little looper over the infield. Here's Samantha Lisigatos sitting in first, and Eleni Spiraki is the shortstop. At bat, well, technical malfunction. The visor of the Czech pitcher, Brianova. Everything seems to be ready now, so. Number 2 to Spirakis. That misses inside. Ball number 2. Strike number 1. Lisicatos not even taking a lead off first base. Not willing to risk losing that runner. Probably won't attempt to steal at this stage. Hit once again over the infield, and Lisicatos diving to second base like a tuna swimming through the sea, and reaches it in time to land there safely. So consecutive duck farts over the infield result in 2 runners for Team Greece, and a tying run at the plate is Lexis Bezos. There's only one away, so we'll see. We'll see what the Greek offense has to offer at this moment, whether they try to advance with a sacrifice bunt, or if they're waiting for a hit. So a hit towards Klimplova, fields it in fair territory and gets away from Vaisova. That will score at least 1 run. Great backup by Prokopenkova, but Klimplova sort of botched that throw towards first, where Vaisova had no chance of getting the ball right, and barring that great backup by Prokopenkova, it could have been even more hurtful for the Czech defense. Clutch moment for the Greeks, and after first loop over the infield, and the second one came 2 runners being safe on second and first, and was a slow roller towards Klimplova. We'll take another look. So here's that ball awkwardly And then on the run, Klimplova trying to make that throw, but it gets away from Vaisova. Bezos sliding into second, but no play there as Prokopenkova was only fetching that ball from the outfield. In the meantime, Sam Lysikatos crossed home plate for run number 4 for the Greeks, and just like that, the tying run is in scoring position, represented by Alexis Bezos in second. Potential fifth run, Olenis Burekis on third, and as you observe, a pitching change on the Czech team. It's no surprise that Czechs pick their go-to pitcher, Veronika Petskova, to try and put a stop on this rally by the Greeks. Well, hasn't turned into a rally yet, but great 6th inning for Team Greece, that is for sure. Petskova warming up. Trying out different stuff. Now a drop ball. Warm up. We'll see how we clock that one. Drop ball at 67 miles per hour. And the rise ball at 61. So Petskova all warmed up. Patrick Royce now cleaning the home plate. For Chelsea Lysikatos. Her younger sister Sam already crossed home plate for run number 4. Spirakis in third and Bezos on second. Stray ball landed on the outfield grass of the field. Delayed this at bat for just a bit. See who's able to get the focus back on, whether it's Petskova. Gets her on the drop. Strike number 2. Or Chelsea Lysikatos. Way behind now. Of course, a change behind the plate as well, as Boretska is catching for Petskova. And go outside. That misses just by a tad. Gutsy decision by Lysikatos to lay off of that one. And she strikes out on the double, but it gets away from Boretska, and that will score run number 5 for the Greeks. So despite the fact that Lysikatos struck out with first base empty, she was able to reach that base on that drop strikeout. And not only that, but the ball bounced all the way to the on-deck circle, closer to the Greek dugout. Eleni Spirakis made her way to home plate for run number 5 for 1-run game with the tying run 60 feet away from scoring. Runners on the corners, 1 away. Very exciting 6th inning here in Hoofddorp with Maria Cepeda, the bat, swing and a miss. Sorry, make that Evtimia Marinakis. Evtimia Marinakis wearing number 19. Oh, it is actually Maria Zepeda, judging from the cheers. A strikeout. Ends her at bat. But still the pressure on Czech defense at this moment, because of this rally. The Greeks are only 1 run away from tying this game, and it's it's only a wild pitch or a pass ball away. Don't necessarily need to hit that ball. Petskova already has 2 strikeouts now. Bomb down the middle for strike number 1. Rise ball. Misses upstairs. I wonder if it's a strategy for the Czech team to make their games more exciting so they draw a lot more attention. But drop ball gets the batter swinging. And Borecka this time perfectly blocking it. Count now 2-2. That misses outside. Czech dugout really making sure that the umpire knows they wanted that call. And outside again, so full count now after ball number 3. That missed low and away. Here's Alexis Bezos. It's the tying run on 3rd. Hit over the head of Kuntuai, lands in the foul territory. That cloud of white dust now Tony Foti is angry, to say the least, because he saw that white cloud, and that saved the Czechs. And now we'll see Patrick Royce trying to calm the Greek skipper down. So a warning. Definitely wouldn't want to see an ejection here at this moment, but a very dramatic moment. The full count still 1 away. And this time that misses upstairs. That ever load the bases for the Greeks. Now, of course, those lines that are on the field, they're not the definitive reference. It's up to the umpire to make the call, and in this situation he usually has the best vantage point, the best view, looking at home plate and 3rd base and observing whether that ball landed in foul or fair territory. Tony Foti now ostentatively walking to that left field attentively walking to the spot where it landed. Now in great discussion with Bob Gieskens, the third base umpire. And this is low. Nicolette. It's Nicolette Papavisalou, the catcher, who could potentially tie this game or more with 3 of her teammates on the bases. Well, the obstacle standing in her way is Veronika Petskova. It's the tall blonde tower in the pitching circle. Aiming low, and they missed the zone just by a bit. And a strikeout. Saves Czechs at this point. Not without a damage though. It's now a 1-run game after the Greeks add another 2. So in the past 3 consecutive innings, Greek offense scored 4 runs, added 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and then 2 runs in the 6th, stranding 3 runners and making it a very close game once again. Czechs beat Italy by 1 run, 3-2, and they beat Russia by 1 run earlier today. And even now, after the half inning, Tony is still in heated discussion with the home plate umpire Patrick Royce. It's very phlegmatic though, not showing any sign of frustration with the coach. Here's bottom half of the 6th inning, and Sabina Borecka, originally playing as the DP, now catching, starting her at bat. Starting her at bat. Already scored a run in this game. She's 1 for 2. And Lauren Stavru now struggling to find the zone. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 is the count. Popped up towards the shortstop. Eleni Spirakis makes the catch on the run and retires Borecka. That'll bring up Veronika Klimplova once again. Klimplova maybe looking a bit more comfortable in third base than she was, let's say, last year, where she started playing that position because her home club had a little trouble covering that position. They missed outside. And Klimplova is capable of playing any infield position. Seems to prefer second base over any other. So if the Czechs want to feel a bit comfortable before heading into 7th, they definitely should add a few more runs. We're in the bottom of the 6th, now with 1 away, and 3-1 the count on Klimplova. It appears a bit easier. She runs over to first base after a base on balls. Here's Teresa Yakashova, and Klimplova with aggressive base running, taking a huge lead off first base. And now the infield has spotted something. It's Eleni Spirakis, the shortstop, who called her teammates to join her in the circle. Only guess what's the subject of this discussion by the Greek players. We're now in the process of taking their positions. So Lawrence Stavru facing Teresa Yakashova. So missing low and away consecutively effectively makes the count 2 balls and a strike. Hit towards Stavru, but Klimplova able to make it in time to second base. Hit and run by Czech offense. Take another look, and here's the bounce, and Klimplova sliding in time to second base. Eleni Spirakis showing some frustration with that call. But from where I'm sitting, it appeared definitely like the right one. Kubitsova fouled out of play as she sliced it away from the first base line to right field. Yakashova in first, Klimplova on second, and Kubitsova at bat. Popped up towards the first base side, and it is caught by Maria Zepeda. Immediately started chasing Teresa Yakashova around first base. Now, of course, an infield fly has been called on that one. Kutseva at bat. 2 balls and a strike. Hit towards third base side and a foul ball called, but Alakutseva getting some respect of other third baseman as well, I'm sure, as the Czechs will go on to face Great Britain tomorrow, and then on Friday the Netherlands finally, and that will be it for their schedule. Alakutseva once again towards third base side, and it's caught by Chelsea Lysikatis for out number 3. Entire Czech offense, and this great grab probably brings some more confidence heading into 7th inning. The Greeks have to score at least 1 run if they want to stay in this game.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.
Welcome back to Hoofddorp, the 6th game of the tournament, and the 3rd game of today is about to wrap up here in the southern outskirts of Amsterdam, southwestern part of the city, to watch a few of the deciding moments in this game. Since the bottom half of the first inning, since their first offense, the Czechs been in the lead. It took 3 pitchers for them to get this game done. Veronika Petskova here in the circle in the 7th inning is the 3rd one. Struck out all 3 batters that she's faced so far, and her team relies on her pitching to a great extent. Here's Katarina Penos. And popping it over the infield, and it's Aneta Prokopenkova who makes the catch on her knees, sliding towards the infield. Misses on the inside. Nisa Iliopoulos. Working well. Veronika Klimplova ready for the delivery. It's 2 balls and a strike, and this time it catches the strike zone. Many of the Czech players on the squad appeared in junior women's and under 19 women's categories in the past few years, coached by Paul Krivak. Who was the head coach of the Czech national team prior to this event and resigned shortly before Super 6, as swing at this pitch by Anissa Iliopoulos misses the ball, and the count now full on second baseman. And she gets the ball and hits it out into left field, where it's caught by Yulia Tsufalova. So 2 flyouts, mean that the Greeks are down to their last out. That brings up Sam Lysikatos, now assistant coach in the junior women's categories, was last year's Yoders coach Daniel Tobola. So shout out to Dan. Nice movement on that pitch, but missed the zone, and Sam Lysikatos didn't feel like swinging at it. Swinging on the run, trying to keep the defense on their toes. And the ball number 2 on the dirt, clocked at 68 miles per hour. So 109 kilometers. Guard the delivery, and it's fouled out of play by Lysikatos. Probably down to their last out, but also the last strike. And another foul ball. Lysikatos hanging on and doing anything she can to stay in this game. And a strikeout ends this game. The Czechs beat Greeks 6-5. That's the final score. So another 1-run game for Czech Republic. They now have 3 wins. And they will face Great Britain tomorrow for their 4th game, and then on Friday, home team the Netherlands in the evening game. We have one more game tonight coming up. We're expecting another tight battle, Netherlands versus Italy, starting at 6 p.m., so just over 20 minutes from now. On behalf of the entire Playo.tv crew, thank you for watching us, and we'll be right back with another broadcast.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.